Good afternoon. This is Cheryl PV coming to you on day number 73 of Time to Live My Purpose Journey. I just want to jump right into the message. For the past 2 days, my heart is just broken. We in this country are continually experiencing violence. And this is what I'm going to talk to you about today. I do not like watching the news, but when you are walking in your purpose, you have to be aware of what's going on around you. You have to know what's in the news because whatever your gifts are, whatever your talents that God has bestowed upon you, you are responsible to help others heal. Whatever you, like I said, whatever your gift is, you have to be able to walk in your gift every single minute. And for me, I'm also coming on talking to you about the importance of teaching our children. Racist, excuse me, racism starts in the home. If you teach your children to love, not to hate, what we are seeing today would not be happening. Now, I encourage or challenge all police departments in this country to reevaluate how they approach suspects, how they approach people they pull over in a traffic stop. Any way that they're approaching people that they think look suspicious, there needs to be some other type of protocol used that prevents shoot first and ask questions later. Now, I have a teenage son, and I've been discussing this issue of the past 2 days of what's been in the news of, two black men being shot and killed by police officers. And I'm talking to him and stressing to him my fear for him being in this world, or for me letting him go out to the movies, to the mall, to over a friend's house, just to do whatever. I don't even want him to do that anymore. And I told him, I'm afraid for you. I don't want to let you out of my sight. But how fair is that to him? Because I feel if I'm with him and he's with me at all times, at least I can protect him. But I just really want to stress that we know that racism, history, the civil rights movement is not going to be taught in schools. And some teachers probably really want to teach, not to be a racist society. Where does racism start? Why does it exist? And what can be done to prevent it? And it's actually communication. But I'm telling you, it starts in the home. Parents have to start talking to their children of all colors. It doesn't matter who you are. Talk to their children. Reach them while they're young. So when they grow up to become men and women, that they understand that violence isn't the answer. Just because you wear a badge doesn't give you the power to take someone's life. Now, there's a different scenario when you are involved or the police are involved in a shootout. That's different. But just to be, I don't want to call it trigger happy, but just to not sensibly think, and that's what's happening. These officers are not thinking. They need to be retrained. They need to go into some training classes of learning how to hone in on their power, because sometimes they think it's about control and being taught. I mean, what's wrong with using a stun gun? Why couldn't he have used a stun gun? Why aren't stun guns being used? And a lot of people say they don't work. Then you need to find out another way of apprehending, again, suspects or people that look suspicious, or in a traffic stop, learning how to pull someone over without reaching for your gun. Because I've been pulled over, for different traffic stops. I had a light bulb out, and then I also had where they said that my license plate cover, they couldn't read my license plate. I was pulled over for that. I had a headlight out, and I was pulled over for speeding. And every single time that I was pulled over, I would always get on my phone and call someone, because I used to hate seeing them come up in my mirror, them like ready to grab their gun. And that is just an eerie feeling. So my point is that whatever your gift is, I'm saying, look, it's your time. I know there is a whole bunch of people, and some I know personally, that are not walking in your gift. It is time for you to start walking in your gift. The world needs your gift. The world needs what God has bestowed upon you, because guess what? We are in the end times. Whether people refuse to believe it or not, we are in the end times, and God is trying to call your attention to the ones who are not walking in their purpose. So today, I urge you, I implore you, please start walking in your purpose. Please pay attention to what's going on in the media so you can teach your children. Even in walking in your purpose, we have to take time out and express our condolences, our empathy, our sympathies. We have to share what we're feeling, because everybody in this world right now is hurting. There's so many people who have been affected by the past 2 days of what's going on in the news that you just can't function. There's some things I'm involved in right now, some challenges I haven't really started to be able to complete because my mind and my heart is so torn and so broken, and trying to figure out how can I make a difference. And I have to start with my son and talk more and more with him about things. And I said, I homeschool him because I don't agree with all the things that are being taught in school, and teachers are limited by guidelines of what they can teach. So that's why I decided to homeschool him many, many years ago. And I just implore you again, to just start walking in your purpose, whatever it is. And if you have, sons, girls, daughters, it doesn't matter. If you have cousins, nieces, nephews, if you don't have any children, but if you're not around kids, I'm telling you, it's time to speak to them, because everybody's not going to speak to them. They need someone to speak to them. They need someone to speak life into them. They need to be taught that violence isn't the answer. Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, W.E. Du Bois. All these civil rights activists did not fight, did not lose their life, did not stop because they didn't think they could make a difference. They made a difference. And now we're going backwards. We don't need to go backwards anymore. We need to go forward. We need to not let what they stood for, what they fought for, go in vain. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? We can't. They stood up for a cause. They believed that violence wasn't the answer. And now, after all these years since the 60s, it's worse. It's time to stop the violence. It's time to start teaching our children at home. Speak to them. Get involved in their lives. Find out what's going on. Find out if they have hate. And if they do, why do you hate someone who's a different color than you? And again, I'm stressing, the police department needs to make some serious changes all over the world in how they deal with approaching people. This is Ms. Cheryl PV for day number 73 for Time to Live My Purpose Journey. I look forward to speaking to you tomorrow. Thank you.